Okay, collards are in. It was kind of nice because I couldn't really grid it, but because of the okra, I could tell where to plant. I just kind of planted within the okra every foot. So the next step is to tilth. I'll get the tilther out and show you that. Make sure it's nice and smooth, and then we'll grid, and then we'll plant the kale. Time to tilth. So we do not till. We tilled this up the very first year with a tiller. And now we use a tilther, and it is powered by a drill, Milwaukee, which we love. Shout out to Uncle Dougie. Works at Milwaukee. Battery operated. And then it's gonna just till the top couple inches here, kind of smooth this out, work in the compost. Over here I hand did it, but we're gonna use the tilther on this because we don't have the okra. Next step is to grid. So this is our gridder. It's gonna lay out a nice map for us to plant. Now if you remember from our spacing guide, we're over here and I need the 3x, and I actually have the 4x on here. That would be for the Salanova. So I'm gonna switch it to the 3x and get to gridding. All right, so we're gridded and see it perfectly laid out. I'm only gonna do this row for now and see how far we get with the kale. And if I need to move into another row, I will. Yay, so time to plant. row 1 and 2 are planted. So row 2 is mainly kale, red Russian, dinosaur, 3 per foot. But I didn't have enough to fill out, so it worked out great. I put some collards down here from what was left, and then a few over here. So the last step is going to be to clean up, get everything put back, and then I would water. So before I do that, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to keep the ball rolling. I'm going to move forward on these beds too, and I'm going to try to get the compost out here. If that's all I do today, great. It's movement in that direction. So a couple loads, 2 or 3, and then I'll clean up and water and see what calls me next. I went ahead and started watering. These are kind of tall. Not sure it's getting it, but I'll watch it. It is supposed to rain tomorrow. It's not a huge deal for me to water, but I want to have that soil wet with those new plants in there, and then tomorrow we'll get a nice soaking. Okay, so now I'm going to bring some wheelbarrows out and get compost here. The carrots are weeded. Got them all done. Picked up my mess. That'll go in the compost, and then this was basically not growing anything. So you saw me use the stirrup hoe This is one of my favorite weeding or cultivating implements for open beds, or even for between the rows. The wheel hoe is nice for that too. I'll show you that one day. So pretty cleaned out. Pretty happy with that. We'll see planting something here. These carrots are pretty small, so I think it's still 30 more days. So maybe I can get some radishes in here, green onions, turnips maybe. Same for this row, plant it out to the spinach. So we'll be thinking about that. All right, I'm gonna throw this in the compost, and then I have one more task I really want to do today. You probably remember from yesterday. I've still got some energy, and it is still early afternoon, so I'm gonna go ahead and rake out this compost, and then I will broad fork. Row 7 and 8 are composted and broad forked, so they are ready for tilthing, amending, gridding, and planting. And that's going to be the Salanova, those two, actually that's 4 trays of Salanova in the tunnel. Tomorrow I am subbing, and it's going to be rainy. It's a good day to take off, but Friday I will be ready to plant Salanova. Thank you guys for joining me today. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channel to follow along as we grow our garden. Thank you guys.